you know, what she did with emails was fine. You think it was fine to delete 33,000 emails? I don't think so. She said the 33,000 emails had to do with her daughter's wedding, number one, and a yoga class. Well, maybe we'll give three or 4 or 5 or something. 33,000 emails deleted. And now she's saying there wasn't anything wrong.
It's just not true, and so please go
you didn't delete them?
Allow her to respond, please.
Personal emails, not official.
33,000? Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I live in New York, she lives in New York, and I've known her and her husband for years, and I really like them both a lot. And as you know, most people know, she's a world-class liar. Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, you know the thing, they get a bad knock. She's a very nice woman. People think tough, and I guess she's tough, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. We know all about the smarts and how smart they are, but they are good people. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women and attacked them viciously, 4 of them here tonight. Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, but she's a very nice woman, and he's a very nice guy. These are all lies. We say lie, 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 lie. Lie. Dirty, rotten liar.
No, but why did she get rid of it? Hillary, rotten Clinton. Rotten Clinton. Hillary, rotten Clinton, right?
And they are, just really terrific people. I like them both very much, but I think you'll be looking at the record of Hillary Clinton and how did she do as Secretary of State, probably above and beyond everybody else and everything else. It's a disgrace, and honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about email.
Because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not... It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
Hillary's a great friend of mine. Her husband is a great friend of mine. They're fantastic people. I mean, but she's a very nice woman.
There is no country. They have a bunch of dishonest people. They've created ISIS. Hillary Clinton created ISIS with Obama. Created with Obama.
The Clinton machine is at the center of this power structure. We've seen this firsthand in the WikiLeaks documents in which Hillary Clinton meets in secret with international banks to plot the destruction of U.S. sovereignty in order to enrich these global financial powers, her special interest friends, and her donors. So true. Honestly, she should be locked up. Should be. Should be locked up. And likewise, the emails show that the Clinton machine is so closely and irrevocably tied to the media organizations that she listen to this, is given the questions and answers in advance of her debate performance with Bernie Sanders. Hillary Clinton is also given approval and veto power over quotes written about her in the New York Times. They definitely do not do that to me. And the emails show the reporters collaborate and conspire directly with the Clinton campaign on helping her win the election all over. With their control over our government at stake, With trillions of dollars on the line, the Clinton machine is determined to achieve the destruction of our campaign. Not going to happen.
Wouldn't it be nice if we actually got along with people? Wouldn't it be nice if we actually got along, as an example, with Russia? I'm all for it. Right now, we're not getting along with Russia at all. We may be at an all-time low. NATO is obsolete. It's costing us too much money. It's too much, and frankly, it's a different world. I said it was obsolete. It's no longer obsolete.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country.
We had a very good bonding. I think we had a very good chemistry together. President Xi wants to do the right thing. So I've watched Assad, and I've watched a little bit on the other side. The problem is the other side of Assad, we have no idea who they are. They probably are ISIS. I'm saying, are we better off with Assad? We have no idea who these people are. What are we doing? Why are we involved? It shouldn't be allowed. That's a butcher. That's a butcher. So I felt we had to do something about it. In facing our common challenges, we must also ensure that NATO members meet their financial obligations and pay what they owe. Many have not been doing that. The Secretary General and I agree that other member nations must satisfy their responsibility to contribute 2% of GDP to defense. If other countries pay their fair share instead of relying on the United States to make up the difference, we will all be much more secure, and our partnership will be made that much stronger.
The president keeps taking off, and the bills keep piling up. The latest getaway itinerary?
The president plans to spend the Easter holiday in Florida, and he'll return to the White House on Sunday.
Since assuming office, President Trump has spent 6 weekends at his Florida resort, Mar-a-Lago, for a Super Bowl party in early February, a meeting and dinner with the Japanese Prime Minister, a little golf the weekend after that, a little more golf 2 weeks later, still a few more holes in mid-March, and then his meeting in early April with the Chinese president. To be sure, he ordered the strike on Syria during that last visit, and his staff insist he is always working.
And I think the president, wherever he goes, he carries the apparatus to the White House with us. That is just something that happens.
But in just 80 days, Trump's travels have cost taxpayers an estimated $21 million, all while drawing attention to and boosting the value of his private properties. Membership fees at Mar-a-Lago, for example, have already doubled to $200,000. The Secret Service insists it can handle the load of protecting all that travel. But the head of Homeland Security notes agents are pulling long shifts.
We need a larger Secret Service because we need to get some of these people a little bit of time at home with their families.
Law enforcement officials in Florida say they, too, are spending tens of thousands a day and working their officers as if a hurricane is hit.
Which is 12-hour shifts and canceled vacations. And we're going to use all of our manpower that we have at our fingertips.
And in New York, where First Lady Melania Trump lives, taxpayers are shelling out up to $146,000 a day to secure Trump Tower.
President Trump, in just 84 days, has already spent close to, this is just travel costs, okay, to get to Mar-a-Lago, almost $22 million. In 8 years, President Obama spent $97 million. In other words, President Trump will spend more in his first year, Tim, than President Obama did in 8 years. And you'll remember.
This is, day 82 of the Trump administration. I know, he can't believe it either. But, so the president was on Fox Business Channel this morning, where he gave himself very high marks so far.
We have done so much for so many people. I don't think that there is a presidential period of time in the first 100 days where anyone's done nearly what we've been able to do.
Well, I think he's kind of right, actually. No one has done anywhere near the damage he's been able to do in only 82 days.